Hey guys, it's Waffareka here, take 3, and I'm coming at you with this gameplay and later on an explanation of what missing the timing is with an optional effect and how it happens and why it happens and all that sorts of thing. And there are a couple of common misconceptions that I'm going to explain here. Now, first of all, what is an optional effect? An optional effect is any effect that says can rather than does not include it and ensues that you must. So mandatory effect is the antithesis of an optional effect. Optional effects are some of the best effects in the game. Generally when a card is mandatory it's better, but not really going to get into that. If you guys look at my opening hand, I drew Valor after as my 6th card, so it was completely useless. And I opened up Double Ninjutsuer, and he has 4 back row, so it's just like, don't know what you're supposed to do there besides ram. Lucky for me, he doesn't have a D prison. I think it would have been fucked if he had a D prison, but anyways. So, like, where was I? Optional effects are anything to say can. So, Insector Dragonfly is an optional effect, but the reason you don't miss the timing with an very often with Insector Dragonfly is because it says if. If a card equipped to this card is sent to the graveyard, then. So it's an if-then or a when-then kind of thing. Those are the kind of optional effects that are considered better because it's extremely hard to miss the timing with them. You don't miss the timing off of other effects. Or like Junk Destroyer's optional effect of when this Black Rose and Junk Destroyer. It was long debated when you synchroed with Quick Draw and Dandelion, or with Debris and Dandelion, do you get the option to blow up because there's a mandatory effect to get tokens off of Dandelion? And the answer is yes, because Junk Destroyer and Black Rose is when this card is synchro summoned. So it's an optional effect that happens when something happens, and that's the key. So those are the key differences there. Now, at this point in the duel, there's really not a whole lot going on, but we'll see some of this optional effects because of his shining. His shining is going to be really where the optional effects shine. And get it? Shine. It's going to go double. And this is the kicker here. This is where he forces us to speed up the duel for a good, or no, I don't even get to speed it up, because if you guys don't know, it takes a really long ass time to speed up duels. You have to produce the video, and then you have to predict exactly how long you need to sped up, and it's all this big thing. So he's gonna let that go through, and my computer's lagging here because I was watching Birdie the Mighty Decode, which is a fucking awesome anime. I love it. If you guys didn't already know. Now see, he's going to try to take back his Stratos and Aslias, and I'm all flustered. I'm like, what? You can't do that. It misses the timing. It misses the timing. Because I'm a nerd and stuff like that. But you see here, he calls an Advent. Now, quick explanation. Spoiler alert, don't look at the chat, but optional effects miss the timing when they're not the last thing on the chain. So, let's listen to that one more time. Optional effects miss the timing when they are not the last thing on the chain. So, let's say you sacrifice your Elemental Hero Shining for a Caius. You would miss the timing because Caius's summon and effects are the last things on the chain. If you take a face-up Gear Town and send it to the graveyard for another face-up Gear Town, you will miss the timing because the resolution of the field spell Gear Town is the last thing on the chain. Now the reason that doesn't work when you set the field spell Gear Town and send the one that's already face-up to the graveyard is because there's no spell card resolving. There's no last thing on the chain to prevent the other effect of Gear Town from happening. Now, it's a very common misconception, which I was under for a very long time, that you can only miss the timing off of your card effects. So, say, your summons or whatever. But this is totally, it's not true, and I'm not exactly sure where that misconception comes from, so I don't really know how to rectify it other than just say it's not true. You can miss the timing off of your opponent's card effects all the time. If I were to flip a Raikou and destroy his Shining, he would miss the timing because I had to mill 3 with Raikou, because milling is the last thing happening on the chain. It's not a cost, it's an effect. So, as you can see here, Arabs and Scarabs, my buddy, is going to help me out by coming to my duel. Here we're still debating it and everything because it's a very important key-changing aspect, if you guys didn't already know, but... where was I? So, when I activate Ninjutsu Art, first of all, my targets, he doesn't have any response to that, so my targets are the first thing. Then, sending them to Graveyard. Now, this is where Shining's effect would activate, but it doesn't because Ninjutsu Art continues on. It says, then I special summon. So the last thing on the chain is the special summon of whatever monster I choose. In this case, it's White Dragon Ninja. And so his Shining effect will miss the timing because my White Dragon Ninja was summoned. And I don't know how good I feel about it, but that's how it is. So I don't know what to say about that. Other than it just kind of sucks. So here I'm going for last-ditch efforts. I'm hoping he doesn't have anything else too bad, but that's how and why optional effects miss the timing, just so you know. I just thought it'd be a cool, neat lesson because a lot of people really don't know about it very well, and I think it's an important part of the game as it is right now, and I just thought it'd be kind of a neat video for you guys, and I hope this helps you guys, and this is all from a judge's perspective, so it's all 100% correct. If you're a judge, you can go on adjudication or on the judge forums or anything like that. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope this helps some of you guys, and I'm sorry videos are being slow, so YF here, have a great day, peace.